Hey everybody, it's Thursday, September the 1st, 2016, and we're going to continue on with our Contradiction playthrough here. Kind of hit an impasse last time. Hopefully we can work our way through that and make some more progress in the game. I don't really want to have to call the police chief if I don't have to. So, let's see what we do here. Resume the game. Okay, it's 9 p.m. still. What have I got here? What's my latest clue? The Atlas aptitude test. Okay, Lisa couldn't handle the course, so what else did Paul say about Lisa? No truth in her accusations, vandalized the car, Emma's guilt, Paul's theft stunned, not allowed to hurt or offend others. Oh, Paul, okay, the bag. Ryan's guitar collection. It's got to be Ryan or Paul, I would think, or maybe Simon. Okay, let's go see Paul Rand. Paul Rand as opposed to Rand Paul.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, so let's start from the top here. Only met Kate a few times. Last saw her at the meeting on Friday. Possibly spoke to her. Kate was drunk. Doesn't know anything about her license. Doesn't know anything about Simon's bike. Doesn't know about Simon's homebrew. Necklace looks familiar. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate. Okay, no interest in drugs. Ideas over morality, he reluctantly abides by the law. Students are encouraged to free themselves from guilt. Doll burning was Ryan's idea. Not possible to force students to be hypnotized. Hey, H-Man. this one again.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
I found
Not
the
at all.
DVD in the kitchen, and then I
So
got mugged.
How was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force, to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Not possible to force the students. I got mugged. They stole the DVD from me, and then I wound up finding the satanic ritual with the doll burning ceremony. Well, I guess I can just go through this. Where are we at here? Satanic ritual with the doll burning ceremony. I found the remote control for the garage. I found Ryan's guitar collection. Paul admitted that it was him in the DVD that was pickpocketing people, and I found the flashlight, and then I found the pictures of the vandalized car in the garage, or no, not in the garage, in the back of the pub. And then that led me to Lisa, who insists that they're putting demons in people and that it's satanic rituals. Not possible to force students to be hypnotized. Lisa couldn't handle the techniques. Did you force her? No. Disturbed by the techniques on the course. Okay. Claims all the students enjoyed the stunts and didn't complain, but Lisa couldn't handle the course techniques. No, that's not it. Okay, so what do we got here? Where do we first start talking about? Doesn't use scrying in the course. Okay, auto-hypnosis not used on the course anymore. And what was it? Couldn't handle the course techniques. No. Couldn't handle the course techniques. Impossible to be hurt or damaged.
Aha.
Oh.
So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
Hypnosis
yeah.
wasn't the problem, Inspector.
'Cause she
Lisa
mirrors,
was the
right?
problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers. She was nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Well, as far as I can tell, Paul, you've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide. Some of your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
With who?
You mean with whom?
With whom?
Pretty much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Really? And, did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional.
Interesting admission that Kate flirted with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
So where did that get filed? Was that on this? Kate flirted with Paul, and he avoids relationships with students. So what is this one? Only met Kate a few times. I mean, I guess that's not... No. Is it this one? Insists he didn't buy the necklace for Kate. I mean, we know who he bought it for, though, right? That's not gonna work. God, there's getting to be so many things in here that I'm losing track. Okay. Kate flirted with Paul. Possibly spoke to her. Emma's guilt. Oh yeah, he once tried to date Emma, but she's not really a student, right? Let me see, because she was only at the thing once. So...
Aha.
There we go.
So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Oh, come on, Inspector. That was a long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
You mean that Kate approached
Wish you
you?
still loved
It
me. I
wouldn't
free
surprise
every
me if she
DM.
was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
10 o'clock! We've advanced the story. I still love you,
10 o'clock, it's
Ninja.
getting late. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if I'm gonna solve this by midnight.
Didn't mean to give you the answer. I wouldn't have thought it was that. I wasn't even sure if you were legitimately trying to give me the answer. But, I wouldn't have thought it was that because she wasn't really an Atlas student, but I guess she did go to the third eye thing before that, right? When he was involved with that. Did I get a new clue? What did that get categorized under? Auto-hypnosis? He suspected Kate of trying to play him. Alright, so is anybody in this restaurant yet?
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
Man,
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon. You know what happens when we don't, as I say.
you know what happens. Whoa.
So it's going to be that kind.
She's a dominatrix! Rebecca's a dominatrix. What?
Problems?
Hello, Inspector. See you later.
So who can I talk to here now? Go to the restaurant. Is he in the restaurant now? Well, where the hell did he go? Oh, there's a clue here, though. Finally, something in this restaurant. Uh-oh. What is this? Rebecca
Isn't
Rand.
that interesting?
So she's got a prescription, but she said something about drugs. Finally, something in the restaurant. I've been coming in here to see if anybody was in here forever. It finally paid off. Okay, so she wants him to tell me about Simon.
If you don't mind.
Tell me about
the
your
cupboard
prescription.
downstairs. There's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
Okay, now what did she say in the past about drugs, though, right? Let's see. Doesn't take any drugs or medicines. She said she doesn't take any drugs or medicines, but there's painkillers here, so what's the story there, Rebecca? I finally caught you.
So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is.
So where is Ryan, though?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Where did Ryan go? This game just gets more and more complex. Yeah, I'm running out of time. If I go to the main menu, what does it say? 67%. So I'm 2/3 done. So that feels pretty good. Okay, let's just investigate all the things here while I'm here. Probably not going to be anything new. But you never can tell. You might walk in and suddenly there's a satanic ritual going on. Nope, nothing. Alright. So, can I talk to Lisa again, or was that just a one-time thing? Yeah, I guess that was a one-time thing. Did he skedaddle all the way back to Atlas already? Wonder what time they lock up Atlas. How late am I going to be able to get in here? Anything in the kitchen? Where's the cleaner that keeps mysterious hours? No. Nobody's coming in the kitchen. So he has arthritis. But she said that he's like totally uncoordinated with his hands. Which it just doesn't necessarily mean. Maybe that's why he's uncoordinated with his hands, because he has arthritis. Or maybe he's been doing too many ritual sacrifices gave him arthritis. Alright, what's with
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. She tends to keep her wares under lock and key. Do you know, our wedding night was quite a surprise.
Whoa, TMI there, Ryan. TMI, I'm sure Rebecca is quite the wildcat. She has that wildcat look about her, but... Okay.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old.
It's from holding
before
too
my
many
time.
drinks. He's gotten arthritis from supporting a drink in his
unlucky to have
hand,
it so young.
hours on end.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
So... Okay, he keeps some at work, but didn't he say he doesn't allow any drugs on the premises? Or it's okay if it's for him, or what? Right here, doesn't keep any medicine on site.
Aha.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas,
No.
except your prescription painkillers,
Well, these are not available to the students.
but they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
What are the painkillers,
I
Ryan?
wonder if there's morphine in them.
Painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh!
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
Well, I mean, she could have got the morphine at the pub, for that matter. If there's morphine everywhere, who knows? She keeps the cupboard locked. Hadn't suspected she had any emotional problems, but he said that I might have tried this one already. He said that he's a trained psychologist. It's probably not anything. I might have even tried it already. I can't even remember where it is. This one? No. Arthritis in his hands. Is there anything about the guitar here? So, what, does he play guitar with his arthritic hands? No. Once auditioned for Hammerstone. Met him in the pub. No. All right.
That's all for the moment.
I'm
Thank you.
stumped. Do I get to investigate this storeroom? And he's supposed to tell me about Simon. She said tell him about Simon. Unless they weren't talking to me. Maybe they're saying to the father. Alright. Some of these people are going to start going to bed. It's getting late. Oh. He's dropping things. It's going to be clues. He dropped 2 things.
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
What is it? What is it? Let's look at the things. I don't even know what they are. A key ring. Is there a key on it? Try using this. St. Bernard's. So that could be for the village hall, maybe? What is this? Aztec. Dean Hayfield. It's a different Aztec, though. Try using this. There's not actually a key on here, is there? Alright. Simon, are you still awake?
Please. Thank you.
What if he tries to take it from me, though?
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
I don't know. Should I ask him about this? Is he going to confiscate these things?
I think you dropped this outside. Someone you know.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
Enough. I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything?
No, it's not important.
Interesting. How about this? Do you need this?
Is this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
Right. Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
Your car?
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
But you said that the bicycle was the only way to get around town. You said this bike was the only way you get around town. Where's the car now?
Aha.
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
I think I'll check it anyway.
Must have
So,
been a very nice laptop to be able to buy a car with the insurance. Or a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures.
so if the storeroom lock is broken, somebody could have stolen the tablets, right? Alright, so making progress here.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Do you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Did you know about Ryan Round's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
So nobody corroborates his arthritis story.
Have you seen this before?
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
And what do you know about this?
Simon let me
This
keep
is
it.
Simon's.
These
I
are
bought
for my
this from him
keys.
on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved. Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now, when I let him.
So wait a minute. Oh, okay. So it was Simon's laptop. But what about the car? All right.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I completely forgot that James exists. I haven't seen James in a while. I don't know if he's going to be able to give me any info. Okay, so let's go talk to Paul Rand. Just check behind here. I don't think there's going to be anything behind here again. All right. The car's there.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah, I want to know about Ryan's arthritis.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
So how did he pull his back?
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Low pain threshold, pulled his back last year. Was it from dumping Liam's body into the lake?
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner of sort who does our IT.
Prisoner?
Large guy. No manners.
What? Their own IT guy's a prisoner? Or he looks like he got out of
Seen this
prison?
before anywhere?
No.
Paul keeps it short.
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
No, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV.
Oh, they got
system
closed circuit television.
at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Just you stealing, right? All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't know if James is going to be useful in any of these things, but we'll give it a go.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, see.
Recognize this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
So why would you call a guy to fix a laptop if it's stolen? All her college work was on it. Was there more on it? Were there secret emails between Emma and Ryan and he really knows about the affair all along? And he pretended, well, he already had access to the laptop. He wouldn't need to steal the laptop.
Seen this before?
Unless he needed the
I
guy
think
to
so.
undelete stuff. Alright. This guy repaired your laptop. IT consultant. Alright.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's go to the pub.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Have you seen this before?
Who's my favorite character? I don't know. I kind of like Rebecca. I kind of like the father. The father's just so amazingly gruff.
Do you know
Short.
anything about this?
No, sorry.
Maybe it's because I respect them more because it's harder to trip them up. Emma's just like, okay, you caught me.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
All right, back to Atlas. Am I gonna run into this cleaner eventually? Let's just go in here, see if the cleaner's in here. Probably nobody. It's a big negatory. Alright. Okay, Ryan. Everybody says you don't have
A couple more questions, if that's okay?
arthritis.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
What is that gonna play a part in?
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
But I thought you said, like, the medicine was... Yeah, you said you keep it in the secure storeroom, but then you said the storeroom isn't particularly secure.
Aha. So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them in there.
Okay. So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
Is it going to be the number on the back of the card?
Combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is. Be back later on, if that's okay.
It's going to be the number on the back of the card, right? Ooh, I get to go up the stairs. New area. New area unlocked. Well, what the hell? Am I missing something? Paul, I have a surprise for you. What is it, Josh? I don't understand. Why does it tell me I can go upstairs? Maybe I have to find him in a... Maybe I have to find him in a lie first before it'll let me do that. Look in the viewers list. Is it Elite? It's Elite! Yay! Elite's computer's working! Woohoo! Welcome, Elite. Okay, I must have to
questions, please.
catch him on this. So there's got to be something about the arthritis, right? So what does he say he does with his hands here? Hello, 1 second. Need to connect the speakers. Let's see. Can he do the devil sign with his arthritis? That's the real answer. Maybe Ryan pulled his back dealing with Rebecca. That's hilarious. Hasn't bought a guitar for over a year. Is that because of your arthritis? No. Takes morphine. Advises students to keep their valuables with them. I don't know. Where's the IT guy? I really have a feeling that Liam made this mask, but maybe I'm way off base here. Yet again, the answer is painfully obvious. Don't do this to me. It doesn't even say this guy is an IT dude, does it? Wow. I mean, tech. I guess it says tech on it, but. Does it have to do with the stolen thing? Advises students to keep their valuables with them. There isn't another contradiction? Alright, so what's the last thing he said?
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
Did you forget how to use your items? Well, wait a minute.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, there's a keypad here. Well, if it would have highlighted this, drawn my attention to it, it just made it look like I couldn't go anywhere here. Okay, so we're gonna use this keypad because I'm pretty sure the number on the back is the number for this storeroom. Duh! I didn't even see the keypad. I just came up and I'm like, oh, there's nothing clickable. And just like that, Simon's in the storeroom. What the fuck?
This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
The next module includes killing someone. The mirror room. Wow, I did not. Creepy AF in here. I did not see that coming. I thought it was genuinely going to be a storeroom. So my new clue is the mirror room. Combination lock room at Atlas that contains disorienting maze of mirrors. Oh. Oh, I thought that was his shadow. Thought he was waiting for me. Yeah, see, why didn't it just say... I guess it can't say key on the combination, but it could have pointed at it in some way instead of being like, oh, there's nothing to do here. I'm so used to going into the restaurant and be like, there's nothing to do in here. So I just thought this area wasn't unlocked yet. Alright, thanks for that. Hey, yo, what's with the mirror room?
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
What's with the mirror room?
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then? Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And
As
you
a
don't
demon!
see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
As a
So
demon.
why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Okay, so I thought it was going to be a storeroom that Simon had access to with drugs in it, but it's just part of the course, so anybody who wants to use the mirror room has that key thing, so that doesn't mean anything. Yep, this is definitely a business course. Okay, mirror room used by students. Okay, was there something else about mirrors? What did he say about this mirror? Oh, let me go ask Simon about the mirror room, because Simon had said you use the mirror to hypnotize yourself.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Quite the business course. Alright, so let's go see Simon. Simple Simon was a pieman.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then, when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Well, that's an easy one.
Aha.
So you didn't know the combination to the locked
Haley.
room? No. Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death.
Spill it, Simon.
Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morph in.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, it's 11 already. Holy smokes.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Oh, I'm at the pub. You always start at the pub at the new hour. Anybody in the restaurant? No. This is getting intense. Yeah, the music is really turned up a notch, hasn't it? Tell me about the mirror
Do you
room.
know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is
allowed to know the code, are they?
Not in theory.
So how's the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
Okay, so what did he say about mirrors, auto-hypnosis? Okay, so he said auto-hypnosis is not used on the course anymore, but Simon said that that's what the Atlas room is for, is auto-hypnosis. Nobody, no thefts have happened since. No.
That's all for the
Okay.
moment. Thank you.
Is Lisa back? I have a feeling Lisa was just like a one-time deal. Whoa, what's this? Who's this guy? Oh, got some packages. It's pretty late for a mail delivery, isn't it? Okay, let's just go check Lisa's house real quick. Nope. Let him unpack his stuff. What you got, James? What you getting, James? Three. 4, 5. $11. 12? That mean it's midnight? You in here? I just heard the bell going, so I wanted to count the bell. So there was 12 chimes, so that would mean it's midnight, right? I just have never heard the bell sound as I was walking around. Ooh, another clue. What's this? Ooh, it's packages. What you got here, James? Garlic.
So James
I knew it.
is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Poppies? You can make morphine out of that. Or heroin. You got some opiates, son. I'm gonna have to call the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. You got the opiates.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What's the poppies for?
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that.
Scout's honor.
And who was the guy delivering
Bell's
them?
going, man.
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look. No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Doesn't grow any other drugs. A friend who didn't want them. Who is this guy?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
What do the poppies have to do with anything? Who else has poppies? Does he know anything about the poppies?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pot?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
Thanks.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Rebecca, what you know about the poppy pods? I'm running out of time, Rebecca.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not that I remember.
It was kind of a weird response. Oh, that bell's just gonna keep going as I'm walking around, huh? The acting was on point in that Rebecca scene. Yeah, when she said, go on, it was like she knows something, but then... Never seen anyone selling or buying poppy pods. What did she say about James in the flyer? Heard he grows cannabis.
Thank you.
All right.
Probably be back later.
I wonder... Let me go here. Is this actually the key for his car, or is it for this? No. Let's just try this. Back behind the house. This is just the key ring though, right? There's not actually a key on this thing, right? No. Alright.
Ask about a few more things, please.
What you know about poppy pods? Oh, I hadn't asked her about the mirror room yet?
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on the course. Something like that.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods. Don't think so. Isn't that
Hey,
opium?
Mike.
Kind of. It's okay.
Okay, so what did she say about mirrors here before? Scrying mirror. Kate had a mirror. What did she say about auto hypnosis?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
H-Man. All right, what do you know about the poppy pods?
Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so.
So he's allergic to opiates, but he said he just took the morphine in the mirror room with Kate. So that's a bunch of bullshit. He and Kate took morphine in the mirror room, which is also an opiate. You said you're allergic to it. Boom!
You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
Prime candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing.
I was thinking the same thing, Mike.
Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Okay. Do you know anything about Prime Candidate? No.
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
She does think he has morals, but he doesn't. So that's consistent, right? Because of the freedom phrase. Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. She thinks he's more moral than he actually is.
Be back later on if a couple more questions, if that's
Oh,
okay.
no, I hit exit, didn't I?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, there was a game error. Sorry, if things appear to go wrong, please close the game and relaunch. What? Where am I at? 85%. We might finish this thing tonight. Rebecca, do you know what a prime candidate is? No. She doesn't know anything about the husband's business.
A few more questions,
All she knows
please.
is about her S&M dungeon.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, is the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary.
The bell is freaking me
That's
out,
the idea,
man.
anyway.
But
Mostly they aren't up to it.
what happens then?
They get sacked.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
All right, Paul. What do you know about the prime candidate?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm not going to bother to go ask James about prime candidate. So let's just go straight to Atlas. Ryan, are you still
A few more
here?
questions, if you don't mind.
Where are we at?
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods. Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, tell me about the prime candidate.
Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It seems a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.